Oh, we are live. Me and Tora Kitty, wherever she is at the moment. Um, it's a rainy day, so I thought I'd pass a little bit of time on YouTube. I've got an image of my painting on Redbubble, so you can buy prints if you wish. It is about $20 plus shipping. Let me get my painting and show it to you. It's hard to get the light right. Maybe this will help. Yeah, that's a little better. It's my mountains and trees and clouds. Eh, I showed it to you last week, I think. Yeah, this one. And I'll put it away. So I managed to get a decent picture of it. So I could, well, hi, 9 Eland. I'm staying inside. Dang, man, come on. Come on. Come on. That's better. I had to move the little modem thingy. Verizon just loves to make it impossible to watch a live YouTube or do a live YouTube. Well, anyway, here's the link if you'd like to check out. You can get an art print for about $20 plus shipping, or a smaller print. I forget what they call it, but it's under $15. I forget exactly. I'm not mad at you, Tim. I don't know why. Did you write a negative review of something? I take those seriously. As if I get a Bertrand hates my book, um, well, maybe hate is too strong, but he really tore apart my book, Conversations with Philip K. Dick. I was trying to be a little artistic by not following a straight timeline, and he didn't like that. But that's okay. I guess I'll have to check out Facebook and see what Tim Greenglass said. Oh, Scientology? Uh, yeah, that was one possibility. Um, I don't know. Phil thought the Scientologists were mad at him because I think it was in Dr. Blood Money, or How We Got Along After the Bomb. These 6 foot tall cockroaches were worshiping the great Elron, but apparently the Scientologists actually liked it. I don't know. I have no clue. Okay, Oswald/Joseph, you can always watch the replay. I just thought I'd come on because on Sunday I had to cut things short and I hadn't gotten back till today. Back to having something to say. Um, Coronavirus. Apparently, travel is already being restricted, and people are spending their life savings if they're in Europe and they need to get back to the United States because I think they said tomorrow, Friday, there will be no more flights allowed from Europe. Travel restrictions. That's interesting, Tim. Oh, I love Dr. Blood Money. I once tried to um, figure out what was going on, and then I thought, no, I'll just read it again. I must not have understood it the first time. So I've read that one twice. Anyway, they're restricting travel. So far, the county government here in San Bernardino, Southern California, says that we have no real risk of coronaviruses because we don't have a single case of it. Of course, they haven't tested the huge homeless population. Well, maybe Phil never wrote a bad book, but I couldn't get into the mainstream novel in Milton Lumkey territory. I love The Man Whose Teeth Were All Exactly Alike. And of course, Confessions of a Crap Artist is pretty good, but not as good as The Man Whose Teeth. It really reflected a real situation in Marin County where the drinking water coming out of your tap was toxic. It eventually created quite a scandal. The man whose teeth were all exactly alike involves, I think it's a school teacher who finds an ancient skull and he thinks it's a Neanderthal. But what it really is, I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, well, the scene in the closet with his teacher kind of turned me off to the book. I'm a woman, you know. Anyway, I still have to read Mary and the Giant, but I imagine I will like it. I don't really dislike any of Phil's books, but some are better than others. Anyway, buy my painting, will you? I seem to be on the verge of making more money with my paintings, with prints, than I'll ever be with my books. Because, as someone pointed out to me just this morning, my books are aimed at a niche audience, a small group of the faithful, but my paintings appeal to everyone. I plan to put up the other paintings, but not right away. We'll see how good Redbubble is with my paintings, with prints, that is. Now you can get a greeting card with my painting on it for $3, or a spiral notebook with my painting on the cover. I forget how much that is. You can check out the link and you can see all the prices, just in case you don't have $20 plus shipping for the big art print. Anyway, there are choices. Someday I might be willing to sell the original, but not at this time. I did sell the original of the desert scene, but I haven't delivered it yet because I haven't been paid yet. I really don't care for that one, but some people love it, so I'll get it and show it to you. Desert, desert, desert. You see, I have a problem with perspective because I don't have stereo vision. Here we go. Oop, here. It's got these plants. Where's the cactus? Oh, I'm looking at it backwards. And it's okay, but oh, and I glued on some glitter and some colored sand. I like to do multimedia. I was having trouble doing clouds until I did the mountains one, and this art teacher showed me how to make the clouds the way I wanted them. I'm not used to working with acrylic paints. I've always done oils. But anyway, the original is sold, but there will prints. I'm just not emotionally attached to this one. I might do another scene, another desert scene with a Joshua tree. I think I'd like that better. Okay, put this away. And of course, I love this one with the daffodil in the snowstorm. I've done a lot of glitter, and this here sun is, it needs a little more work. But the whole thing was inspired by Starry Night, Vincent van Gogh. Uh, I know we call him Van Gogh, but he pronounced it Gogh. Anyway, I'll get up some prints of these others, but not right away. And this one still needs some work. I'm not happy with the way the sun is. Ah, there we go. Here. And when the weather's good and I can go outside, I'll start painting in oils again. You see, they put out fumes, and my house is so tiny that when it's closed up in the winter, I'm sure those fumes would kill me. Or even worse, linseed oil can spontaneously catch fire, especially if it's on a rag where you've wiped linseed oil off of something or onto something. People have found that out in refinishing furniture. They take some rags and rub linseed oil into the wood, which is a good thing, but you gotta be just poof, fire to burn your house. Anyway, let's see. Travel restrictions, don't panic. Honestly, if you're quarantined for 2 weeks or even a month, how much toilet paper do you need? I think people are grabbing all the toilet paper at Costco so they can sell it for $100 a roll when the quarantine happens. They're greedy. You actually can get toilet paper on a variety of websites for a reasonable price. Of course, you have to pay the shipping, but sites like Amazon and Walmart and what else? Oh, Rite Aid. Even grocery store websites will deliver it to you. So anyway, don't panic, but do get make sure you have a little canned food on hand. Then even if the water gets shut off, you know what? Canned food has liquid in it. And you may not enjoy drinking the water out of a can of green peas, but what if you have a can of peaches or pears or apricots? Mm, well, let's see. I have some soups and such. I went ahead and got the Progresso instead of Campbell's because you don't have to add water to Progresso soup. Anyway, I don't have a ton of food, but I have enough for a couple weeks or even a month. I even have a can of imitation spam. It's the USDA stuff that the food bank gives out. It's a big round can and it says pork on the label. Yeah, well, it's pork all right, but it's imitation spam. Spam is made primarily from the pork shoulder and salt, but real spam has some spices that make it taste pretty good. The imitation spam, you got to play with it and see how you want to spice it up. But the best way to eat it is to slice it and either fry it or put it in the broiler to get the grease out of it. And meat grinder, okay. Shit. Uh, Screw it. End stream.